Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Welcome to your reading for the week commencing the 30th of March. There you are at the bottom of the deck. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can do via the link in my bio. It's all donation based. So regardless of what you donate, you will always get a 30-minute reading with me. Okay. That's too much. So your career, we're going to look at your career this week, and then we'll get oracles for your general energy as well. Okay. I think you got this in one of your other readings. I'm not sure, but the first one we have here is cutting ties. Okay. Takes a minute. You may need to leave your current position and look for something better. Ending a job doesn't mean burning bridges. Go with grace. Okay, Leo. And then we have moving up. Come on. You're increasing your power and status. You may get a promotion or move to a better home or office. You climb the ladder of success. Wow. These are beautiful energies, Leo. In order for one door to close, another one opens. Okay. And then we have drama. Oh, beware of troublemakers in the workplace. The job you want may have too much upheaval to bear. Keep emotions and gossip in check. Wow. Leo. Sorry, hay fever is killing me this week. Let's have a look and see where we're going with you with your general energies here. But it seems like you're having to... Wow, I like this. We have blessed. I will take that. Thank you very much. That's beautiful. So this is a blessing in disguise, Leo. Okay, this I'm hearing that sometimes the only way for us to get out of our comfort zone is to have that tower moment. It clears space for something that's more aligned with your value, with your purpose, with your energy, your self-worth. Okay, we have co-create. That one's a bit of a, I think, I mean, co-create is work, learning to work together, well, it could be, I think this is your spiritual team, if I'm quite honest with you. I'm getting wisdom and knowledge from this card. You're being asked to work with your spirit team. At the bottom, we have leg up. So someone's there to help this week. It could be a friend, an advisor, but I do like this. You also have observer, which is all about just taking stock of things. So sitting and watching, I wouldn't get involved in the drama as the cards have suggested here. I would literally just take time out this week and really have a look and see. Oh, you have the Empress. Really take time out, and there's your options to see what it is that you want to do. I feel like this is a point of you just breathing. Okay, let's get the rest of these cards out here. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Queen of Wands, and there's that Three of Pentacles to the Six of Swords. You're being guided to a different path here, Leo. I did think it was your spirit teams. The Six of Swords is a more peaceful time in your life, one where it aligns with yourself, a new chapter, something away from the drama, the conflict, the arguments, the competitions, the fighting, the ego clashes. And I feel like your guides are saying to you, can you just work with us, trust us, that we are moving you into a different direction. We do have the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to dig a little bit deeper to the Seven of Wands, to the Hangman, and the Five of Cups is at the bottom there. So there's some kind of incoming communication this week, Eight of Wands, that's going to make you sit in your feelings a little bit, where I feel like you're not really sure. But with the Hangman there, I think the advice is just wait. observer. You have observer as well in the oracles, which is take your time, don't rush anything here. Do stand up for yourself, though. I feel like you're having to stand up for yourself. Usually with the Seven of Swords, I would say draw a line under the sand of whatever this is, but I would say you need to defend yourself, but you need to gain more information. It has put you in a little bit of disappointment. Sorry, that's my gratitude alarm. Okay. Usually I would say draw a line under the sand and don't make too much of a big deal out of it, but it had, because of the grief that you're feeling, I feel like you're disappointed and you feel let down, and you're emotionally a little bit depleted this week, where you're like, not this again, because the Four of Cups there tells me you've had to go through this before. And it's like, I don't know how much more of this I can take. Emotionally, you are depleted, and it's left you a little bit confused. You've got the Seven of Cups there. So you're confused about what to do. I can see that you're not very, you're not feeling your normal upbeat self this week. I feel you're kind of like, you're defending your position. You're standing your ground. But because of that hangman there, I will keep saying it, that you need to take some time out. So whatever incoming message is coming your way this week, please don't rush into deciding anything. I would just wait, see how things pan out. Just get your ducks in order, get as much information as you can. And if this is a case of you having to defend yourself, you need to base things on facts, not just feeling it with, not from, don't act out emotionally. You must be factual about things. So we have the Empress, the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Four of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So I feel like there's three feminine energies around you. I just feel like you feel overwhelmed this week. Emotionally, you are overwhelmed. You're kind of like, I just don't know where to start. The easy solution to that is, one, being grateful for the things that you do have. Like, really have a look and see that you are blessed in so many ways, Leo. There's not just because one aspect of your life is not going to plan doesn't mean that you're not blessed in any other way. I feel like for a lot of you here, you may be looking at ways, strategic ways, to find a way to approach this in a fair kind of way, in a way where you think, I have to work with these individuals, so I need to make sure that I strategize my next move. I really need to make sure that I am looking at things factually, not basing it on emotions, because right now, emotionally, I'm confused. I don't really know what options to choose from. There's just a lot of confusion. So the first step here, Leo, I would say, is for you to strategically make your moves based on facts. Get some help. You have leg up here. So if you do need help and assistance, it could be this Queen of Swords that's giving you advice. It could be another individual. It maybe an institute. Maybe you're going to citizens advice, or you're speaking to a lawyer, or you're speaking to a bank manager, or you're, because of the work situation here, the cutting ties and the drama, it could be you're speaking to HR, you're speaking to tribunal. There's something here because you've got two queens and the Empress, which makes me think that there are other people involved this week that have a hand to play on the decision making. Seven of Cups is decision making. Seven of Swords is strategizing. So you're not only doing things in a way where you're not acting on impulse. I feel like you are being quite confident here. You're assured of your value. You're like, I know I know my worth. I know that I deserve this, and I know I will not stand for this. The Empress is here. So this is self-respect. This is self-worth. This is, I bring a lot to the table, you know, and it could be for a lot of you here that you're like, yeah, um, I know what I can achieve. You know, I have the ability here to really build something great. I have the power. It's like you have that magic touch. You're like, I know what I'm capable of, and I can create a home out of a cardboard box. So I'm not going to take things lying down. I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm a bit disappointed that I have to prove my worth to these people, because my work speaks for itself. Time and time again, it speaks for itself. So it could be that for some of you, you're a little bit annoyed at that. You're kind of like, why do I need to prove my self-worth to these people? But I think that there is someone watching you here, Aries, in a good way, because you have moving up. You're increasing your power and status. You may get a promotion or move to a better home or office. You climb the ladder of success. There's someone watching you, someone kind of saying, and you have observer here as well. So I feel like someone's looking at the way you strategically move, the way you're very clear and coherent in the way that you communicate, in the way that you put business plans together, in the way that you um, do your projects, in the way you do your presentations. You don't allow confusion to get the best of you. So it could be that for some of you, this Seven of Cups here to the Seven of Swords, it could be that someone tests you, someone kind of throws a spanner in the work, and they want to see how you're able to act in the line, not in the line of fire, but you know, if you're doing a presentation and you find that one person just putting in all the questions under the sun, and you're just like, what is this? But you, being the Queen of Swords here and the Queen of Wands, you're like, yeah, bring it. I have it. I have all the information. I can answer all your questions without hesitation, where it's still clear, it's coherent, it makes sense, it's well put together, because I've done my research. I'm thorough. I have my I back up what I say. That's what I think is going on here, career wise. Now, general, for a lot of you, it could be that you're taking your time out this week to have a look at how you're going to move forward and be successful in life with one particular person or two that is a little bit cunning, is a little bit scheming, is a little bit, well, you know, I can get away with it because Leo is going through a lot at the moment, and maybe they won't notice if, I don't know, I take the lip gloss out of their bag. And you're kind of like, hold on, I know how to handle you, and this is how we're going to approach things. Do be careful of someone maybe trying to take advantage of you this week whilst you're feeling in this space, whilst you're in this space of being let down. I do feel that there is someone here that may come in and try to take advantage of just that dip in energy in you this week, just because of the Five of Cups that's here, you know. But we have the Four of Wands here, which is celebration, it's community, it's success, it's leveling up, it's promotion, it's rewards, and you have that moving up. I do believe that the cutting ties, you may need to leave a current position. It could be you may need to cut a few people out of your life this week, with the Queen of Swords being very stern, being very authoritative. Unfortunately, sometimes we need to behave like that with certain individuals, because I just don't think they know how else to understand or get the message. So you need to be very clear this week, like, these are my standards, this is what I will accept, this is what I won't accept. And it's having that honest, clear communication, that conversation where it may be difficult, but it needs to be done. This is kind of like, you may be confused about how I'm supposed to approach this. How do I move forward in having this kind of conversation? You adopt the energy of the Queen of Swords. It has to be honest. It has to be fair. It needs to be constructive. It needs to be one on one. I wouldn't get anyone else involved in this conversation. And you need to have an objective. You need to make sure that there is a solution at the end of this. Seven of Swords, like strategically move about this. So even if you were co-creating or trying to find a way to do something with these individuals, it's strategizing and it's planning a very clear, coherent way to move forward. But because of the Four of Wands is here, I do think you are going to be successful in this conversation this week, Leo. I think it's just going to take a little bit of strategizing, a little bit of a maneuvering, because it seems like you want one thing and the other person wants another. Okay. Archangel Michael's message: someone new is coming. An important new relationship is on the way. Can I get that so I can read it? Is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. Beautiful, Aries. I just said Aries. So it could be an Aries that's coming in for you, Leo. You never know. I don't know why I called you Aries. But I can see this week you're confident in your decisions, and you're determined as well to kind of, I feel like you need to get this out of the way. But again, with that hangman there, I feel you really, really need to be delicate about how you move forward here. Try to look at things from the other person's perspective as well, just to kind of get an insight into how they're feeling. Put yourself in their shoes and then see if you can find a resolution. But I hope you have a lovely week, Leo, and please do make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you are coming across this and you've never seen me. Trying to grow my channel slowly but surely. We'll get there. But yeah, I hope this helped in some kind of way. Take care.